the first kingdom, the one that was taken out of Egypt, for obvious reasons, does not figure into any of the apocalyptic visions of the prophet Daniel. And the reason being, the first kingdom came to an end. It came to an end without accomplishing the plan for which God had purposed them. Therefore, they do not appear in any of the apocalyptic prophecies of Daniel, of Jesus Christ, or of John in the Revelation. There are only two kingdoms of God that are revealed in these apocalyptic prophecies, and the second kingdom really only makes its appearance in Daniel in chapter 9. Jesus Christ does not talk about a restored Israel, the second kingdom, and God in revealing to John in the Revelation does not speak of the nation of Israel, the second kingdom. And that is because by that time the second kingdom's allotted time had expired.
So the 144,000 reference in Revelation where it identifies 12, what appears to be 12 tribes, that shouldn't be confused with.
No, that should not be confused with literal Israel. What God has done, and He's made it clear throughout all of the information that He has given concerning His kingdom, is that He will incorporate into Israel anyone who is willing, first of all, to give their heart to Him completely, and to covenant with Him, to agree to keep the covenant, not only individually, but corporately. The corporate body cannot keep the covenant unless every one of the individuals has committed to keep the covenant. And God established that so that if anyone in the corporate body broke the covenant, they were to be cast out of the corporate body and, in effect, killed, executed, because they had already known God and had willingly chosen to take a stand against Him. So anyone willing to commit to God, to covenant with Him, to learn the truth, and thereby learn righteousness and practice righteousness, having the covenant written on their innermost parts and upon their heart, that have committed to become the righteousness of God as He requires of His people, they will be considered among the 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel are not made up of those who have been born, but of those who have been born again. What God desires, actually what God requires, is that He have a righteous nation prepared and ready to do battle against the evil one and his kingdoms. So the kingdom of the heavens and the kingdom of the world will do battle against each other. And this battle is not with guns, it's not with bombs, it's not with artillery. This battle is for the hearts and minds of those, of the people to either accept the truth or reject the truth. By rejecting the truth, you have been mastered by a lie. You accept a lie, and that is how you choose to live. By accepting the truth, you are mastered in the truth and become an agent of truth, an agent of light. And this is what is involved in the Great War. The third kingdom makes its first appearance prophetically in Daniel chapter 2, the dream of Nebuchadnezzar. In the dream of Nebuchadnezzar, the first kingdom of heaven and the second kingdom of heaven are not included. The only kingdoms included in Nebuchadnezzar's dream are the kingdoms of the world and the third kingdom of heaven. Nebuchadnezzar's dream, as you know, was of a great image, an image of a man, head of gold, chest and arms of silver, belly and thighs of bronze, legs of iron, feet partly of iron and partly of potter's clay. And apart from that image, there was a rock that made its appearance being cut out of a mountain without hands.
This is Daniel 9:32 and on.
No, this is Daniel chapter 2.
Two. It's not 9:2, chapter 2 and 32 and on.
Okay. What we are told about this rock, first of all, it makes its the first time in the king's dream, from verse 31, you, O king, were looking, and behold, there was a single great statue, which was large and of extraordinary splendor, was standing in front of you, and its appearance was awesome. The head of the statue was made of fine gold, its breast with its arms of silver, its belly and its thighs of bronze, its legs of iron, its feet partly of iron and partly of clay. You continued looking until a stone was cut out without hands, and it struck the statue on its feet of iron and clay and crushed them. Then the iron, the clay, the bronze, the silver, and the gold were crushed all at the same time and became like chaff from the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away so that not a trace of them was found. But the stone that struck the statue became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. This stone represents the kingdom of the saints, the one that triumphs, and appears in every one of Daniel's apocalyptic prophecies with one exception, the one concerning the second kingdom. In the second kingdom, which is Daniel chapter 9, the third kingdom makes no appearance, and there is no mention of it. For in Daniel chapter 9, the second kingdom is the one that brings in everlasting righteousness. But it must do so during the allotted time of the 77s.
In other words, this is a conditional prophecy for the second kingdom.
It's a conditional prophecy.